Hello, everybody, and welcome back to Once Upon a Mine and Toonkind D&D. This is the finale because we had to split the game in two, unfortunately. And I am here joined by my lovely players and friends. Will you guys introduce yourselves from top to bottom?
Hello. I'm not doing the ooh voice, I promise. I almost slipped into it. It's me, AudioVizual, Toonkind's local bootleg Sableye. I'm here. I'm actually Nom today. He's very anxious. And it's fine. Everything's going to be fine. He's not trapped in a storybook secondary location. He is in his happy, safe mental place.
Oh my gosh.
Hello, hi. I'm Heartless, your local patch of darkness and paradox. I will be playing Roderick Asgrim Gylass, and once he found out that everyone was in a dream, he was just, put on the extra guard. But he did trust that witch, who's clearly not a part of the story, to at least be giving them good information.
He who.
Are you sure about that?
He who. When you like to know, weather boy.
Hello. I am Mira, your local yokai enthusiast. I am playing Ursa Noodle Minor, and oh boy, oh boy.
Boy.
Ursa has a few words to pick and a few bones to pick with a certain knight involved in this story. So we'll see how all of this goes.
Don't worry about it. It's just fine. I guess a little bit of a recap since it's been a while. All of you guys woke up in this strange new world. Well, new, that's a weird way to say it. And have been wandering around trying to look and presumably rescue a child. The note was very vague on this. And you have met with a farmer, you have met with a rabbit, a cow, a beast. You have also met with the knight. Oh boy, the knight. As Mira has kindly stated. Oh boy. You also met some things you were not. You also met a cow and a witch? Question mark. That's okay. That's weird. And last that we left off, the beasts have moved their hand into making the forest part its way. So all the trees slowly inching away and making a clear path back to the road. You have a pot with a rose on it, and the knight
Properly
is
planted,
nowhere to be
by
seen.
the way.
Properly planted. This is very nicely planted rose in the pot. The knight is nowhere to be seen or heard. And yeah. How would you like to proceed?
Well, we should probably get going before that knight starts hounding on our tail again.
Pecker. Ursa just kind of mutters under his breath and growls.
Yeah. So, I had a thought. Roderick, do you remember the note you found in your pocket, right?
The note? What did the note say again?
You want me to say it?
Yeah.
Okay.
This is
the
the
note.
in their sleep, right?
Okay. The note just says, "Find the child, save the child, do not get caught."
Okay.
That is all that the note says.
Yeah, I remember that. Roderick's going to look around and then start stepping into the forest. Try to get out of earshot of the beast.
Yeah,
Ursa's just gonna kind of wave at the beast and follow Roderick.
the beast just gives a polite nod, and they kind of just like walk back inside to the gates and then back to their garden. So you're fine. You're out of earshot.
Okay. Roderick is going to stop and look over at Nom and go, yeah, what about it?
Okay. So, we both saw the Sun Knight do the weird, with the eyeballs, right? And
Yeah.
and then the turtle. The turtle was like talking about everything being a storybook and about them not being anything important. And the whole thing with going against the story's flow and stuff. I'm just thinking maybe we shouldn't antagonize the Sun Knight, or potentially anyone else important, at least for a little bit, because if things are looking at you where things shouldn't be looking at you and you aren't supposed to get caught, I have a really, really bad feeling they might be connected.
Huh.
Yeah, that's I'm sorry. My math ran away from me. I just
Oh,
everything
it's
felt like
fine.
it was coming all too fast.
No, you're okay. It's just I don't think we should try it again. At least for a bit until we get to the moon, because if we need to be there, then we don't have to worry about our ride or anything.
Yeah, that makes a lot of sense.
Ursa's like nodding very seriously with like his hand on his chin, just kind of like, oh, yes, that makes sense. That makes a lot of sense, no?
So, and I sincerely hope that we don't encounter the knight on our way back to the turtle.
The entire group just.
Yeah.
Yep. Beautiful. I'm assuming you guys are still walking down the pathway from the forest.
Walking slowly, because having conversation and also the whole thing about everything coming too fast and it's just.
Mm-hmm.
Also,
Boy.
Ursa's walking little legs.
Oh my gosh! It's shiny! He's so small! He's so
Ursa is
small!
the smallest one here, okay?
Oh my gosh!
He has little noodle arms and legs.
It's just a little noodle creature.
Little. Yeah, you guys continue on the path, walking and talking. And yeah, you see it from over the horizon as the trees are still making their way out, and you see the clear view of the road. You see the turtles just basically just hanging there, standing there. Like it's also eyeing like the grass as it like to contemplate if to eat it or not. But it's just like slowly shake their head.
I love the turtle.
So can I do something while they're walking?
Sure.
Just a wee bit. So while they've been walking, Kai appears on Roderick's shoulder again and just kind of walks back and forth across his shoulders. And the reason why I'm saying that is because I wanted to show the picture that Snail drew of young Roderick and Kai.
Oh
So you guys have a kind of an idea as to what. So you guys kind of have an idea as to what Kai looks like.
Oh my god!
Oh, so
Heart
Ah,
collectively
Heart.
killing everybody in VC.
Yes.
Kai's like a lemur with wings.
Those finger wings.
It just just so cute. Ah.
Yes. Okay.
I feel like Ursa's just kind of watching Kai do this, like just kind of his head just moving side to side, watching Kai move. I can't remember what Ursa wanted to ask.
Oh yeah, if it hurt.
Oh yeah.
If it hurt.
Oh no, Heart. Oh yeah. I feel like he like kind of watches for a few moments, and then he's just like kind of tilts his head and is like, Rags. Yeah. You asked if I did. Well, you mentioned that Kai's also your weapon. But since Kai's also got their he just kind of gestures at how Kai is just kind of running alongside Roderick's shoulders, and he's just like, do you get hurt? And when you actually manage to, and he kind of just mimes smacking somebody with a weapon. Just kind of
Roderick
concerned.
Roderick pauses mid-step, and he turns, not subtly, because you guys can see Kai, to look where Kai has just paused on his shoulder. Kai says that, oh, excuse me! That's not Irish, that's Southern! Okay, let's
Sorry.
back, redo it. Jeez, how do I do Irish again? Irish. British Isles. Kai says that, they don't get hurt when I swing them around. He starts to look kind of confused. Kai, that's very I'm sorry, Z. But that's very confusing. How am I supposed to... They're just, like, his face, his expression is very confused.
Ursa just kind of reaches over and pats Roderick on the knee, because that's where he can reach. And, like, he just kind of is like, well, the important thing is that they don't really get hurt. So, I'm glad.
Let me just say it exactly like he said. Z said to me. Kai is the he's the spirit inside my blade.
Just gonna roll intelligence to see if he'd actually understand that. That's a +1.
Hey!
19!
Yes, he does get it. He just kind of
So, Ursa's probably heard tales, some of them good, some of them bad, about spirits getting trapped in blades, or blades growing spirits, like Masamune, that sort of stuff.
Like he just kind of like, and he just kind of like there's like a visible like thought bubble as like scribbles down things and then just kind of shelves it for later.
Did Nom want to say anything?
Nam was kind of watching this, and like as Roderick and Ursa were conversing, Nam like gently reaches out and like wiggles his fingers, like his fingers like separate from his arm and just like wiggle a little in front of Kai. Just like how one would for a cat.
Kai's really large eyes kind of just lock onto Nom's hand. And then the lemur jumps and climbs up your arm, Nom.
Nom's now holding his arm out from him. Just like, it's disembodied, it's fine, you know? And there's just...
Kai is now at the end of your disembodied arm and leaps for your head.
Oh my. Nope.
I feel like there should be something rolled to see if Nom's head just gets taken out. Just
Oh my gosh. Roll strength to see if the head keeps there.
strength to see if your head'll stay on, kid.
Oh my god! Oh my gosh. Oh my god. For the viewers at home, that was the natural one.
Kai, they leap for Nom's head, and just Nom's head is like a cat with a ball, and it just goes, and Nom's just like,
Oh dear. Oh dear.
and then just like
Roderick finally
Bends
looks over and goes, Kai!
No, this is fine. This is fine. This is perfectly under control.
I'm just
and Nom's
imagining
just
Kai rolling Nom's head around as they speak.
Yes!
Nom just blindly like trying to fumble along the ground for his head. Because he can't see anything because they're playing with his head.
Roderick takes a step, leans down, and like plucks both Nom's head and Z off the ground. And he kind of just tosses Z to the side, and Z just disappears into like flickers of light. And then Roderick very carefully hands Nom back his head. Here you go. I'm sorry.
No, it was fine. I was gonna ask him, and Nom is like screwing his head back on. I was gonna ask him if it was okay if I held them. I don't think I did it right.
Oh my gosh.
And no, I can be a little bit of a shit.
Ursa like lets out a bark of laughter at that.
Just Nom's face just like cartoonishly fills up with red, and he just kind of hides his face in his hands, and he's just like, yeah, okay, yeah.
Oh, right, I forgot that you don't seem to be awfully like bashful about swearing.
No, I don't mind swearing. It's fine. Do we want to go talk to the turtle now?
Yes, let's do that. And Roderick transfers back his hands to be cradling the pot again, because he had carefully moved it to like the crook of his arm, holding it against his chest to pick up Nom's head.
Alright, y'all heading over to the turtle.
Nom just comically wheels around and starts walking towards the turtle.
Roderick will actually quicken his steps to walk beside Nom. He still doesn't trust that turtle.
How's Ursa keeping up?
Ursa scurrying.
Yeah, he's scurrying. Should I roll something to see if he doesn't get left behind?
Oh no.
Athletics.
Athletics. Athletics.
Let's roll athletics, see how this goes. A 14, what does that get?
It's I say decent, like you're still like one step behind the group, but you're there. You're not too far off.
Just small teddy bear coming right behind.
Yep. As y'all start getting over, you actually hear the trees behind your creak as they slowly start to cover up the path that you guys were walking on. And you guys are now towards the road. And you blink for one moment and you suddenly don't see the turtle. Do a perception check.
Okay. Disappearing turtle, I don't like that.
I knew this couldn't be trusted.
Everything's okay.
That's an 11 for Ursa.
11 for Ursa.
16 for
Rolling.
Nom.
I had to check. Oh, hey, that's a 17 for Roderick.
Okay. Ursa, you just completely don't know, like, oh, the turtle's the what? Nom and Roderick, this time, you do notice now, hey! And you just gotta see, like, from the peripheral vision from your eyes, you gotta see, like, oh, hey, the turtle's right behind you guys.
Roderick's going to turn around and say, hello there.
You came back. That's good. You brought the rose, right?
Roderick is going to very gently lift it up in the pot. See? Right here. You're not going to eat it, are you?
You kind of see the turtle just blink slowly. They put in surprise for a moment. And then looks at all of you guys and just... Usually how the story goes, it was not plotted. It was not in a pot. And it was given to me to eat. But this... And they kind of like tilt their head towards the rose. And they just slowly smile. It's just, this is nicer.
Yeah, we asked the beast if we could have a flower, and the beast said we could. So Roderick was very careful, and I found a pot, and we got some dirt, and there's a bow on the pot, and can we have her right now?
The turtle, you can see the turtle just smiling even more at you guys. Like, it's purely like mostly just fondness, really. And they give and they give like a slow nod. And they kind of like slowly lean down and and just hop on. Oh my gosh.
Roderick is just going,
Sus.
I don't like this. He got a 3, everyone. He got
With
a
an
3.
inside of 3.
I'm gonna roll insight just to see if... Okay, Ursa got a 17.
This turtle is a nice turtle. I don't know what y'all are talking about.
Ursa just kind of like looks at the turtle, looks at Roderick, gently pats Roderick on the knee, and is just like, "They're a good turtle. They're a good turtle. See, they like the rose. They like the rose in the pot. So, thank you for the ride, mixed turtle."
You're
Next,
welcome.
next, Turtle, where do you want me to put the pot? Because I imagine the trip up might be a little, dangerous for such a fragile thing.
Don't worry, I am very good at balancing. And I will put it home.
Hey. So, Nom,
Yeah, Nam was looking between Roderick and the turtle, just like, attention? Question mark.
Roderick is very on edge. His hands, specifically his knuckles, look white. And he does not trust this turtle. And even if Ursa says, yeah, I trust this turtle, Roderick is just very slowly moving to get on the turtle, but he's not trusting the turtle, and at any moment Roderick would probably, like, do something if he doesn't like what happens.
Nam is going to reach over and sort of gently pat Roderick's shoulder, and Nam is going to very quietly and very seriously whisper to Roderick, it's gonna be okay. I'm not gonna let anything happen to you.
Roderick is going to lean over and whisper back, that's not what I'm worried about. He's not worried about for himself!
Well, Nam can take care of himself. Feels like Ursa can take care of himself.
Ursa, already on the turtle, oblivious. Like, I honestly feel like Ursa's, like, too busy, like, maybe chattering at the turtle and asking the turtle, like, what their favorite, like, spot on the moon is, because apparently they go to the moon.
There's a lovely little lake on the side of the dark side of the moon.
Ooh, a lake? Sounds fantastic!
It just said dark side! I don't know if we should trust him!
Nam has no idea what's up with Roderick's baggage, but you know what? This is their ride. They have to go at some point.
Yup.
Nam is just
Roderick
like,
is holding the pot still.
tell you what, I don't know what your patented, really sad backstory is, but we can hold hands or something on the ride over. It's only a short trip. It'll be okay.
Roll persuasion.
Oh my god.
Oh my god.
Oh my god.
You know what? Fuck it. We'll try persuasion. It's only a straight D20. That's a 7. He has the ability where he can re-roll it, but I'm also like what is a 7?
So Roderick takes one look at Nom, takes a look at Ursa already up there. He's biting his lip and he goes, okay. But, let's get, close to, Ursa, just in case something happens. So we can all, bug out together.
Yeah. I mean, if worse comes to worse, I can always, oh, well, no, you're kind of uncomfortable with holding detached body parts. You know what? We'll figure something out. All my pieces come back together no matter what, though. So, I feel like you should be more worried about yourself falling off or anything.
Oh, well, I'm not really overly worried about falling off because, well, I have, my tricks.
Nam is going to climb up onto the turtle, in sort of the Rayman fashion of stretch and squash, of just his arms go up and then the rest of him sort of, and then he's gonna look down at Roderick and offer him a hand.
Ursa's gonna notice and also like hold out his hand. It's very noodly.
Roderick muttering to himself, I don't know if I'm going to get used to that. And he reaches up and grabs both of their hands? Or maybe he just hands the pot up to Ursa and grabs Nom's hand.
That works.
Starts climbing up onto the turtle.
Yay, everybody's on top of the turtle.
Yay, turtle party.
Roderick does not let go of Nom's hand.
By
the way, the DC on that was low. It was 5.
Oh my gosh! Oh my gosh!
Guys, I hope you know that, like, as soon as Ursa has the pot, he just kind of has noodle arm and legged himself to the pot.
Oh my god.
Amazing.
Noodle.
Noodle, and I just really quickly want to roll a d2 to see if he does not sneeze.
Oh my god.
He's not allergic to flowers.
It's fine. You're good.
Nam does hook his other hand around Ursa's backpack strap. It's gonna be fine. He's not afraid of turtles.
Ursa just kind of looks back and grins at both of you. He's completely oblivious.
I'm gonna roll for deception to see how that one.
Oh my god. Oh my
No
god.
deceiving.
That's a 7. So Roderick just his smile is not great. He's on edge. His muscles are like flexing, like he's tensing every so often. And his smile is a grimace.
Ursa just kind of like unwraps one of his arms and just kind of noodles on over to where Roderick is standing, and like he just kind of is like wiggles his hand. Wanna hold?
Yeah. Just so you don't fall off. He grips Ursa's hand with his other hand.
Oh my god.
Everyone is holding hands essentially.
Hey.
I'm just holding on to Ursa. That's fine. Gives fucking Roderick's hand a little squeeze. They're gonna be fine. This is not the hard part of the game.
It's not! It's not! Yo, this is just a turtle. They're making this very, very...
This is very much the turtle.
It's in character, okay?
It is.
It is, and we love it.
Oh my gosh. Alright. As
Yep.
everybody files their way to the top side of the turtle's shell, the turtle then slowly gets up and just starts to slowly walk on the road. And it's, at a turtle's pace, it's really, really slow, like hilariously slow, honestly.
Yet with each moment, with each footfall, Roderick is just tense.
Oh my my god. And it's
Like-
slow.
I'm sorry.
Go on. No, go on.
Like he's expecting the turtle's shell to suddenly morph into like a mouthful of teeth or something.
Oh my god.
Giant with lasers.
We're not in Eldritch horror territory yet. And slowly.
Kingdom Hearts is Eldritch horror territory. Okay, go on. Sorry.
Yep. The turtle slowly walks. And you guys, be a cartoon logic, and at the same time as Roderick, just for the sake of it, since Roderick is a real kind. All of you guys blink at once, and suddenly, you guys just see stars. You see the whole sky right in front of you. And on the ground, there is just like, as if it was all white paper. And if you turn around to look behind you, you barely see like the soft drawings and watercolor of the world, basically. And you can notice it slowly creeping up to where you guys are at now. But you guys are now at the edge of the world. And the turtle just gives a smile. And we're here.
Thanks for the lift.
Thank you.
Mhm.
Roderick's hands are very tightly holding both Nom's and Ursa's right now.
Ursa gives Roderick a squeeze.
Nom has let go of Ursa's backpack, and like his eyes are like usually white circles, but right now they're little white stars, and he's just staring up at the sky, just like absolutely just starstruck.
Ursa kind of balances the pot on the turtle's back and just kind of pats the turtle. It's like, well, you got your pot here for your flower. I hope you enjoy.
Thank you. I hope your trip up is safe. You do remember how to put the staircase, right?
Well, could you remind us?
The turtle just nods and kind of like does like a head motion towards kind of like a weird the in between the zone where the you assume the ground is in the sky, and just try and grab it and peel it off as it was a page from the book, and you shall see the star case light up in front of you.
Wonderful. I hope the rest of your day is grand. Come on, let's go. Roderick is now going to slide and try to drag Ursa and Tom with him off of the turtle.
Ursa like just kind of lets go of the pot and lets himself slide off.
You successfully pull Nom his arm. Nom is still sitting up there for a long second, just looking up at the sky.
I
Time
think
to
when Roderick sets back down, he's going to look and go, Nom!
I'm paying attention. And Nom quickly slides off the turtle's back, and his fingers wiggle in Roderick's grasp, and he sort of bounds and hops forward, so it is back to a normal length away from him. Sorry about that.
Oh, it's okay. I just... we can look at the stars for a moment, but say goodbye to the mixed turtle. Goodbye, mixed turtle.
Bye.
Goodbye. And you see the turtle just slowly turn around. And for a moment they stop. And they kind of mumble something to themselves. I don't know if you guys want to roll perception on it.
I'm rolling
Yes.
perception.
I'm rolling perception
Heck
because
yeah.
Roderick is suspicious of the turtle.
The turtle.
Ooh.
Oh, wow.
That was a nat 20.
That's a nat
Um,
20.
I got a 17.
Okay. Ursa, you just hear like brief, like little bits of it. Roderick, you do hear like a good chunk of it. Nom, you hear all of it. You hear all that the turtle is saying, and they just simply seem to be mumbling to themselves of, odd. He would usually be here by now. And they slowly start walking away. And
They said he, right?
yep, they said he. And you blink and they're gone.
Yeah, now that the turtle's gone, we can just kind of relax a little bit. What the fuck? What the fuck was he saying? Did you catch it? And he looks over to Ursa first. And then he
Ursa
looks
just
over to
kinda-
Nom.
Ursa kind of just shakes his head because he's like, I didn't really catch much of that. I'll be real.
Nom, you hear the same sort of metal clicking noise from Nom, where it's like he's jittering a little. He's kind of drained a little of color, like in the toonish fashion. Where it's like his all of the black from his design is like it's gone. And he's staring at the turtle with wide eyes. And
Or where the turtle was.
Yeah.
No, you all right? You look like you're pale, like you saw a ghost.
So you told the knight to go backwards, and then the turtle was mumbling about how the knight was supposed to be here. The knight was supposed to be here, and you know what? I don't want to look at the stars anymore. I think I want to go.
Okay.
What?
Let's go and hopefully we can. Oh boy. I just told him to go back and think about what he did.
Ursa just kind of Ursa just gently squeezes Roderick's hand because he hasn't let go.
No, yeah, he's still holding Nom's hand too.
Yep.
Let's go look for some stairs, y'all. A staircase.
So, if anything that turtle said was to be trusted, peeling back the edge like a page.
Like we're turning a page in the storybook.
It's just toon logic. We can do it. I think.
Mhm.
I had to say it, but I'm not a tune. But I'll follow your lead.
Just if you really need to, just close your eyes, and we'll make sure you don't fall off.
Mhm.
I think I
Yeah.
kept my eyes open. Thanks.
Also, considering the fact that this is a dream, if you don't want to follow toon logic, you can always just follow the dream logic.
Roderick he's just doing one of those.
Nom squeezes Roderick's hand, and then he starts walking towards the edge of the staircase without actually making sure Roderick followed. So his arm is still sort of there. He's ready to get down to business.
Roderick is following.
Good. Ursa was gonna nudge Roderick and kind of try and pull him forward if he wasn't.
Nope. And now Ursa can keep up because Roderick's not going to let go.
Mm-hmm.
Emotional support friends.
Yes. So who peels the edge, I guess?
Nomwell.
Okay.
Roderick will actually let go to help.
Ursa will also assist if necessary.
All right. Well, with all three of you, this is pretty easy. You kind of like try to get hold of basically the sky, and you kind of reach your thumbs under it, and you feel you can grab it as if it was like paper, and you slowly start peeling it off, and slowly start moving it away, like turning a book to a cage, and it's the sky, but now there's stars, and each star seems to be connected, and with all like it was as if it was constellations, and it looks like a staircase, and it leads all the way up to the moon.
Well, here we go. Here's the star case.
Alright. Roderick is going to grab both Ursa and Nom's hands again.
No,
And then he's gonna very slowly step out onto the first part of the staircase.
you step,
Staircase.
and if it feels like the star that you step on kind of like lowers down with your weight, but it's stable. And yeah.
We got this. We got this, Rags.
Nom is going to look back at Roderick and Ursa, and then he's gonna run.
Oh my gosh.
He's gonna run. He's gonna like hop and run and bound up the stairs.
Roderick's gonna try to keep up and not let go.
I just have the mental image of Ursa just kind of getting whoop, and just kind of dragged along at this point.
Oh my gosh.
Just tunishly flapping behind Roderick.
Flip-flopping like a rag doll because teddy bear.
Oh my god.
A rag doll. Roderick is rags.
Yeah, and with each step, you just to feel the star like go down with your weight, but keeps you up there, and you go up and up and up and up, and from a like now you can actually see like the whole world basically as you get more and more up, and you kind of notice there are some places where it seems to be like empty splotches, almost like some, and on others it seems like something like tear into it. But overall, all of you guys see the world, the barn, the road, the tree, and the forest, and the ruined castle. It's
We do
all
not see
there.
the cow and the witch.
No, you don't. Actually, roll me a perception.
Of course.
Here we go.
That's a 12 from me.
I got a 15.
Ursa,
12.
from the you kind of think you saw something in the clouds, but then you just like it just disappears for a moment, and it's nothing really. Everyone else,
And the
well,
clouds-
everything's okay.
Huh.
And the cow jumps over the moon. I don't hear a little dog laughing though, so.
And all of you guys head up and up and up, and the moon seems to grow bigger and bigger and bigger. And even the face of the moon seems to have just disappeared via basically dream logic. And you slowly edge into the ground of the moon. And you look up and you see a path towards a castle. And I'm gonna drop the actual title card.
Woo!
Woo!
Oh, it's so pretty, Soto.
Yes.
So pretty!
Congratulations, you guys! You're in the moon.
Fly me to the moon.
I hope we don't see anyone with a mask. I don't think I could take that.
You know, Roderick, I know you're new to Toon stuff, but I know there's this thing called kind of asking for it. Don't jinx us, cause you're gonna jinx us.
There is the power of the jinx. It's scary.
Roderick's eyes widen, and he, without realizing it, takes both of their hands and covers his mouth and goes, "Oh no."
Too late! It's too late! I imagine
No,
Ursa is
it's
just
so
dangling.
Yep.
He's just dangling.
Yep. He is dangling by this point, and he's just kind of like, Rex? You might want to make up your mind on whether I should be on the ground or if I should be in your arms, because I'm just kind of dangling here. Help?
Don't leave him hanging, Roderick.
Roderick is going to let go of Knom and just kind of scoop Ursa up and then kind of just set Ursa on his shoulders.
Alright, this works. And, like, he just kind of gently pats Roderick on the head.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. He just kind of shakes out his hands and says, okay. Need my hands free. Hands free. Let's go.
Are you
should
gonna
we
be okay, Roderick?
Yes, as long as we don't meet anyone else with red eyes.
You know what? You keep doing you, Roderick. You keep doing you.
I'm just gonna really quickly roll hammer space real quick. Okay. Ursa kind of pulls out from his backpack, like just a block of wood and knocks on it.
Gosh.
And then he puts it back in his backpack.
Oh, spirits, please grant your wish.
So do we want to roll perception?
Yeah, I was gonna ask.
Go for it if you want.
Yup.
What?
If you want.
New place. Oh, 18 for Ursa.
No.
I also got an 18. That's supposed to be a plus. I rolled a 17.
13.
I got an 18.
Yay. Okay. Nom, you just see basically the whole castle. You kind of notice that the castle even has like a telescope that seems to be aimed towards the world. And around you, some parts seems to be kind of in ruins, and others there's just this odd, peculiar looking shards of basically it looks like to be crystal all around it. Ursa and Roderick, you see the same thing, and you see there is no one on the moon. And it seems odd because there's actual lampposts and there's lights and it feels like it should have people, but there's no one. And you see that some buildings are in ruins, like something hit to them, and you see kind of what seem to be like leftover things, like just dropped baskets or things like that. It seems like there were people here, but everyone ran.
Okay. So, at noticing that, Roderick's going to roll his wrist, and now there's a bladed key in his hand.
Ursa just kind of wraps his like hand, like kind of like holds onto Roderick's head, and it's just like, Rex, I don't like whatever happened here. It's this is concerning.
Stay on your guard. I don't like it either. No,
There's supposed to be people here.
no.
They're gone. And like he just kind of quiets down as he looks around because oh dear.
No, you need to prepare anything for a fight. You might want to do it right now because I feel like with what we're saying, we might run into something dangerous.
No, I think I'm good. The only person who's supposed to be here is the Moon King and the person he's kidnapped, the Moon Princess, or the Star Princess. So, there's no reason for there to be other people, right?
But there are signs of other people.
I mean,
Wasn't there the missing pages from this storybook?
I'm good. If I need to fight, I can fight with my bare hands until I can get my quarterstaff out. But I'm not looking for a fight.
Oh,
I don't really want to fight, but I'll be honest. I'm a little bit paranoid, and for the last few minutes, everything that's happening has just been setting red flags off one after the other. So I'm just preparing for what might inevitably happen.
well, see, it might not be a problem now, but something happened here. I don't like it. Whatever happened is it's bad. We need to find this kid that we were supposed to find. So let's
Let's get going.
let's keep going. Just like Rag said, just keep an eye out.
Nom nods very quietly and adjusts the straps holding Olive to his back. Or Clover to his back, and he doesn't say anything else.
Roderick is specifically going to walk with his bladed key pointed downwards, so it's not threatening as much as if he was actually holding it like he was about to attack something. Kind of like, you know how to try to discourage criminals, police officers will just gently put their thumb on their belt close to their gun. It's kind of what Roderick's doing right now with his sword.
The equivalent of Roderick having his hand on the hilt. If it was an actual sword that he would actually draw instead of summon.
If he actually had a sheath for it. Which he doesn't. Anyways.
I'm gonna start walking towards the castle.
Alright. Yeah, there's
Roderick's
a
gonna go
clear
with him.
path to the castle. It's all lit by golden lanterns. And you guys slowly walk in. And there is the tall columns. And there is a big, big doorway right in front of you guys. And it's closed.
I'm going to very... Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
Go ahead. Go ahead.
I was just going to say that I'm going to very slowly walk up and knock.
Okay. Roderick, you walk up and knock into like the white marble, and the door just seems with the force of the first knock, it seems to just open. And just it's pushed by your hand, inward.
Hey.
Nom's gonna walk in.
Versus with Roderick. Roderick's gonna be doing Ursa's right on top of his shoulder.
Roderick's gonna take a breath and then quickly follow after Nom because Roderick does not want to get too far behind Nom.
As Nom and then Roderick and then and with Ursa walk in, you guys see like a large hall of polished marble floor that seems to be checkered and seems to have like different patterns of marble and such into it. And you see the tall columns that go into archways around in the interior of the castle. And there is at the very front seems to be like a tall uh, throne, but it lays empty. Around you there is golden lights that seems to flicker around and kind of illuminating the place, but it seems dimmer. It seems darker than it really should be. And there is two other noticeable paths, and this seems to be like or like archways basically that you can go into like other halls, like, both to your left and to your right. If you walk more into it, you can actually will be seeing to the halls, but you haven't reached that point yet.
Roderick's going to look to make sure he knows where all the exits are.
There is a few windows around that
Okay.
seems to be able to be open, though it's like 5 feet up or 6 or so. So you're gonna have to like climb a little bit up. There is the doorway that you went out towards, and yeah, then there's there's the other paths which you haven't walked further enough to see.
Right. Nom, someone should be on the throne, shouldn't they?
If this is a story, and the knight should have been here, I don't think they're expected.
I don't think we
Right.
should be expected because we're not supposed to get caught. We're not supposed to get caught.
Right, okay. So, let's be quiet and not get caught. And, check out to see if we can find the Star Princess. Oh, Lord.
You
We got
guys
this.
go
It'll
forward.
be okay.
Do we want to take a short break really quick?
Yes,
Sure.
please.
Let's
Okay.
take a short break. Do.
Commercial break.
Commercial break.
Hi.
Hi.
Hello? There
Sorry,
you are.
I muted my mic. I forgot I muted my mic.
Yeah.
How you feeling?
That's the problem with having a really paranoid character is my heart rate just up with his.
Pat. Will it make you feel better that everything is okay if I tell you that?
Yes.
Yeah, everything is
Yes.
okay.
It makes me feel better. It's just, and I know it's not real. It's just Roderick is paranoid. He's so paranoid. It's one of his flaws.
Baby. But yeah, I promise everything is okay.
Can I just real quick read you one of his flaws? So it's
Oh,
for
boy.
the record.
My.
I'm a little paranoid, and as such, I will see danger when it's not really there.
I hold him so soft. Aria, how are you feeling?
Nam has entered the stage of, oh, so we're entering somewhere dangerous. It's time to actually stop being anxious and take charge. So to completely contrast Roderick's extreme paranoia, Nam has stopped being nervous and he's like, oh, okay, let's get to work then. I'm not anxious anymore. I'm going to walk around here like I own the place.
Hell yeah.
And Roderick's just paranoia, check all the exits, make sure we know every way out.
Meanwhile, as Roderick is checking all the windows and shit, Nam has just walked off.
Oh my gosh.
See, this is a story. No one notices us unless we talk to them. Okay, I'm just not gonna talk to anybody, and I'm gonna walk around.
There you go. You figured out the thing.
This is perfectly sound logic. Nothing can go wrong.
Hee-hoo.
And then Roderick over there having an aneurysm the second he can't see where Nam is.
Yeah, literally. Because when Nom fell to pieces the last time when the knight threatened him, Roderick was like, okay, I've got to protect Ursa, and I've got to protect Nom.
Protection squad of who? Of everyone.
He is protective of anyone he sees as friends, and anyone who's an enemy. Well,
Nope.
you're either going to get a talking to or a sword to the face.
I mean, valid.
Hello, I am back.
Hello.
Hi.
Roderick's being exceedingly paranoid. Nam has actually stopped being anxious and he's in his okay, I'm absolutely perfectly calm now mode. How's Ursa doing?
Ursa's just kind of slightly on edge just because no one is here. That is
Yeah.
freaking him out a little, I will be real.
Like I said before to Hard and Audio, everything is actually okay. I promise you that.
I know, it's more of like Ursa's mind and his own backstory and his lore. It's unnerving. It's unnerving to him. I am fine.
Accidentally putting in snippets of freaking lore from all you guys accidentally. It's beautiful.
Hey Soto, you know what doesn't help this situation? Here. Points at the portion of Nam's backstory and then points at in your DMs.
Yeah. Oh yeah! Oh my gosh! This is not intentional. I had this planned out ages before. Oh my gosh.
Yep.
The thing is, like, you happen to just hit all of our just how like we the players really enjoy creating stories, so it all just magically comes together because we
It
all enjoy the same
does.
kind of things.
It
There's only one brain
does.
cell.
There's one brain cell.
Yep.
Anyways, we should
Okay.
you guys wanna carry on this
Sure.
wonderful story?
Did Nom actually wander away?
He took a couple steps forward.
Okay.
Okay.
So as long as he hasn't left the room, Roderick's not going to have a conniption fit.
Not yet.
Not
Not
yet.
yet. He's just going to turn and make as quiet steps as he can over to Nom and say, "So, how do you gather this? Do you which way do you think we should go?"
Well, we could go eeny, meeny, miny, mo. We could go top to bottom. We could work front to back to front. I'm thinking we should start at... I mean, if we want to find the princess, I feel like the best place to start is at the second floor, because it's always, you keep the princess on the top of the tallest tower with the big scary dragon at the bottom.
Is that how it always goes?
It's a stereotype.
Stereotypes.
Yeah, this
Roderick
is
is going to just briefly, like, in his confusion, he looks a little calmer.
Ursa's just gonna kind of pat Roderick on the forehead and is just kind of like leaned. Cause, like, he's like, you know how like just like, kids will like lean over the person like that they're sitting on their shoulders, like, and like just lean all the way over the person's head and stuff. That's what Ursa's doing right now, and he's just kind of like, well, basically, with the stereotype, it's just kind of it's how a lot of the stories go, and with how there's a lot of stereotyping going on around in these here parts, it's kind of. I really hope we don't have to fight something.
Well, if we do, I'm prepared.
Can always, you go left, I go right. And Ursa, you can go with Roderick.
I don't think that's a good idea.
You never want to split the party.
That's not why I don't think it's a good idea, but who says that?
Ah,
Guys,
A lot
Roderick's
of-
real
Nom's gonna
kind.
look around. Nom's
He's
gonna look
not
around.
Yeah. Oh gosh. Okay. The
Do you want perception or investigation?
you can do either or.
I'll just do perception.
Okay.
I'm gonna roll.
Okay.
I'm gonna roll. Just perception to see if. Nope.
No, you're not.
No.
That's a 6.
Roderick is jittering, and you're on top of him.
Oh yeah, like Ursa's too distracted trying to calm Roderick down and just kind of like explain stereotypes to Roderick.
I'm just gonna start walking towards the throne, I think, as he's looking around with that 13.
You start walking towards the throne, and you now see from the hallway there is the left and the right. On the left hallway, there is a stair. It seems to like goes long. You see like there's like several openings for like rooms and such, and also there is like seems to be like a spiraling staircase that goes both up and down. And you look to your right, it has like the same thing. And you just barely get this, and you kind of see like from the top of the archway before you head into the hallway. On the right side, there is a symbol of a moon, and on the left side, there is a symbol of a star.
Roderick, noticing that Nom has walked ahead, goes and catches up with him.
We're gonna start on the right, I think.
On the right? Right. Should I go first or should you go first?
I can go first. It's fine.
Okay, I'll take up rear then.
I'm just gonna start walking towards the right. Towards the moon.
Okay.
And Roderick's following.
And you start heading down the hallway, and you see that there is like doors and with like openings for like maybe rooms and such. As you heading down the hallway, do you want to like investigate any of that, or just carry on to the staircase?
Go ahead.
I was just gonna say probably. Just like at least cursory glance.
Okay.
Yeah, I was gonna say that Roderick is going to probably very gently open each room and check inside. Because he's paranoid.
Roderick, you open one of the doors and you just see just kind of like it seems like it's the same pattern as the sky.
That's not normal.
I don't think we're supposed to go that way.
I didn't want to go that way. I just wanted to look.
Yeah, I know, but I don't think we're supposed to go that way.
Okay.
Ursa just kind of shrugs at Roderick. He doesn't know what to tell you. It's dream logic.
Are all the rooms like that?
Yep.
Okay. Once Roderick has checked, like, because he's going to open the door. Each time he sees it, he immediately closes the door. I don't know.
Roderick in the very weird dream.
This is not diving into the heart. He doesn't know what to do.
Mom's standing at the bottom of the staircase watching for a minute.
The staircase
You guys coming?
both goes up and down. So take your pick.
Roderick's gonna catch up. Top of the tower, right? So we should go up.
Yeah, you can go up. I'm gonna go down, I think.
Roderick's going to hang there looking up, then looking down, and then... He's gonna follow Nom.
Oh my gosh.
Because what if something happened to Nom when Roderick wasn't around?
Hold soft.
He's not gonna take
Roderick.
that chance.
Roderick's the real kind with separation anxiety.
I mean, look at his backstory. Is it any surprise?
Does it get darker?
It does. But there's still like little lights. It's more sparse between each golden little orb of light. But it's enough to see, but it is dark.
Nom has this is just a flavor thing, but Roderick and Ursa, as you follow Nom, you can see Nom has a ring on his tail and it glows purple as it gets dark, and then it seems to fade back to black when he enters light, and he's just either blissfully unaware or already used to this fun party trick. He's just walking down the stairs.
Roderick's going to see that and go very quietly, huh?
Ursa, just notices and just is like, oh, neat design. Thinks nothing of it.
Bless. So we're going down the stairs. What's at the bottom of the stairs?
Down. At the bottom of the stairs, there is two wooden doors that are closed.
Are there any keyholes in the doors to try to look through?
No, there's just the little ring thingy that you can just grab. It was only that, but there is no keyholes into it. And on the top of the doors, there is the carved in symbol of a moon.
Are we supposed to be going that way? Because, aren't we supposed to be looking for the Star Princess?
Well, we're supposed to be looking for a child, so I guess we better be thorough just in case the kid isn't really part of the story.
That's a good point. Okay.
You want to open the left or the right, and we can do them at the same time.
I'll open the left. He's gonna go over there and place his hand on the door and watch for Nom.
Nom is gonna do the same on the right.
Mm-hmm.
On the count of 3.
Ursa can count them down.
2, 3, go!
Hole.
And you guys open the doors, and there's a bit of weight into them. And you open them up, and you it's still this dim light. It's almost threatening to be dark. And you see that there's stone walls. Instead of marble, it's like gray stone, basically, around it. And you see a bunch of hanging stars, and seems to be little wooden structures. And weirdly enough, pillows and blankets and tables, and the room is full of crumpled up papers, and they seem to be thrown out. And on the corner of the room, there is a table, and there's a chair, and there's a clothed figure sitting on the chair, writing into a page, and seems to scribbling onto it. And then there's this distracted little scratching into it, and curls up the paper and throws it away. And they don't seem to really notice you much.
Is this clothed figure tall?
Yes. Well, you think, the way that they're saying it doesn't seem too tall, actually. But the cloak goes down to the ground, and the chair is really high up. So they feel tall. They seem to be tall.
Roderick very slowly tilting to lean over to Nom. Nom, I don't think that's the Star Princess.
Nom actually nods at Roderick. It's not.
Should we just leave them be?
You guys can.
Gosh!
Roderick is going to open his hand and drop his weapon, and it's going to disappear into light without making a sound.
Mm-hmm.
I'm with you.
Don't have to. Technically, we don't have to talk to them. Not right away.
Just gotta be quiet. And Ursa's whispering this.
Roderick nods.
Should we all roll stealth?
Do you want to roll stealth?
Yes. I'm gonna roll stealth
For
right
the ones who
now.
want to roll stealth, you can roll stealth.
Rolling stealth.
16,
That's a 10!
16 plus 1. I got a 17.
Okay.
I'm isn't gonna roll stealth. He's standing there.
Kind of, you hear the scribbling, and then you hear the scribbling stop.
And at that moment, Roderick is going to very quickly but very quietly step behind the door.
And
Mom
you,
is still standing in the doorway.
you see the cloaked figure kind of like shuffling around and then just slowly gets off from the chair and slowly moves the chair. And they seem to stand tall as they kind of like awkwardly move the chair a bit. Actually, they move a little bit awkwardly on that. They kind of like move the chair a bit. And you guys, they turn to you. And you see them. And
it's the
you see
Moon
them
King.
tilt their head. And just brief voice of, I don't remember. And they just stare down at you guys. They
What
aren't
did they
making a
say?
move.
I
Because
don't
it's just
remember.
no, yeah, they did say, sorry. Yes.
Okay. Because I didn't exactly
Yeah.
hear you.
They're good. And they just stare. They don't say
Ursa's
anything.
sweating bullets on
mean,
on Roderick's
Roderick,
shoulders.
yeah, Roderick stepped behind the door. Nom's just
Mhm.
standing in the doorway.
So it's actually because
Still
Ursa's
holding
on
her.
Roderick. They only see Nom,
Nom
I guess.
Nom is just standing there looking up at the Moon King. He doesn't say anything.
The Moon King doesn't say anything either. He's just staring.
Nam is going to slowly walk into the room and pick up the nearest piece of paper.
Roderick, can I
Yeah,
do a thing
go ahead.
before you do a thing? Roderick, upon seeing this, goes, and then, steps around the door, breaking his hiding, and follows Nom in with his hands kind of just palms out, like I don't have anything, I'm not armed, sort of deal.
Mm-hmm.
Ursa's just kind of staring at the Moon King.
The Moon King just looks at Nom first as Nom takes a step forward, and when he bends down to try to pick up a paper, Moon King like immediately like tries to step forward and kind of like you'll see the cloak kind of move for him to just kind of like go and reach out like almost as in like, oh, what, no, and then just sees Roderick and then Ursa, and they stop, and there's more. Just they seem to be awkwardly there. And Nom, do you unwrap the paper from its
Yeah, Nam
bundle?
uncrumples the paper.
And you see in the writing, it seems to be the handwriting of. Do an insight roll actually on this.
An insight roll?
Yeah.
15.
Okay. And the writing isn't that pretty, and yeah, it seems like it's still like somebody that's still learning how to write, basically. And in the writing, it's just once upon a time there was, and it seems to like scratch off some parts of like there was a princess, there was a horse, there was a knight. It seems to be scratching off a lot of things, and it seems to be trying to form something, trying to form a story into it. And you look at the other papers like running around, you see that they're also trying to like, some of them are from the start, some of them are different parts of it, just trying to write something up from it.
Nam smooths the paper out and he carefully folds it and he tucks it away and he looks up at the Moon King and he just very calmly says, So, you're trying to rewrite the story, aren't you?
The Moon King just stares at you for a bit and just slowly nods and just kind of looks away.
Hmm. Well, I kind of lied to my friends about which direction we went because you can save the princess all you want, but sometimes the problem isn't that the princess needs saving, it's that the princess had to get kidnapped in the first place and someone had to be the bad guy. Um it's not exactly the best way to go around doing stuff like this, but at least you know the whole lying to them to get you to follow you part. Um, um,
You didn't even really say anything.
Roderick, I'm trying my best. No, I'm just
sorry,
kind
I
of like
just-
turns around a little. And it's like whatever seriousness he had to him sort of just like shivers for a second, and he's more numb, like he's a little more anxious now. You've broken him.
Oops.
I'm sorry. He just kind of claps and he's, I'm sorry.
I told you. I mean, okay. Sorry for the whole not telling you guys about the other pathway had a star on it. So princess is probably that way if you guys want to go back. But
No.
Where was you, Nom?
I'm just Nam looks over to the Moon King and he's kind of like rubbing at his neck right above or right below where it ends. And he looks over to the Moon King and he's like, "Do you know what happened to the pages?"
The Moon King just kind of looks back at you guys, and you see them just like, they. He really doesn't want to say anything. He just. He doesn't say anything.
Ursa's gonna roll insight.
Go for it.
Roderick is going to step a bit closer
That's a 12.
and place his hand on Nom's shoulder and look up at the Moon King and go, "Now, I don't know a lot about what it's like to be in your position, but I know that sometimes you need to ask people for help, even if it seems like you're the only one who can do it. Maybe
Don't
you
need
just
help. Just then. The night is going to be here soon. You should go.
no. Let me finish, please. I was speaking.
Actually, hold on. I need to.
Hear a very quiet clattering noise from Nam. He's not the one being directed the ire, but
I'm pretty sure this passes your passive perceptions, doesn't it? Does it?
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. You kind of see that the Moon Knight kind of does like a. Yeah, I kind of see like a small jiggle into that, like the small like little head, like movement, and you could barely hear the voice of like the Moon King basically mimicking what Roderick said, but staying silent afterwards. Like almost like a just mimic, just like that little bantering thing like people do sometimes when they're annoyed.
I was
Where you make your hand do the thing.
Yeah.
Roderick's going to narrow his eyes, and he's going to say, "No, I don't get it. I don't get what you nobles think you're doing. Just not accepting help from anyone, thinking that you could stand on your own. It's ridiculous." That knight is not someone who should be in any position of power, because he doesn't think about anyone else but his own self. And if he's coming here to fight you, then maybe we should stand with you instead. Because and he trails off for a moment, thinking, and there's this kind of really annoyed, disgusted look on his face, and he says, because if the fucking story is just going to pit some bigoted asshole against someone who's clearly in over their head, I'm going to stand with the person who's in over their head. Now, do you want our help or not?
Moon King just stands there, just looking at you.
Should I roll persuasion or intimidation? Which one?
Well, I guess go with intimidation.
Okay, cool. I get a +6.
But I'm just looking with the Moon King, even with their mask, you kind of see he's
God
a bit
almighty.
confused. What?
Hold on a minute. Do I have an inspiration point?
Oh gosh, I gave you guys inspiration point.
Yeah, I feel like I have. Can I use my inspiration point here?
I mean, if you want.
I do. I want to use my second inspiration point and banish that dice to the ether to make that a nat 20.
Okay.
So that's 26.
Got 26. A knight just takes a step back, and they just look at all of you guys for a moment. There, the Moon King. Sorry, that's an actual like me mixing up the thing. Don't worry, that's not an actual thing. Okay.
gently pass.
Too many things that start with a and it's K. Too many things that start with a K. Sorry.
You're valid.
The Moon King, just takes a step back and just gives a sigh, and just can do whatever. I'm trying to work on a thing.
Well, Nom said that you were trying to rewrite the story. And I distinctly remember that, we also want to rewrite the story. So, why don't we combine our efforts?
I don't remember you on the story. A Moon King kind of like takes a step forward towards you guys.
Roderick's going to stay very still. He has his hand on Nom's shoulder, and Ursa's on his. What are you guys doing?
I mean, Ursa's just kind of quietly, just kind of at the back of his head going, we just need to get the kid. We just kind of need to get the kid. I feel like we're kind of getting to the point where somebody's going to notice the fact that we aren't part of the story here. Like, this is all going through his mind, but he isn't really saying anything because the Moon King would hear him. But that's definitely going through his mind. But he can't really do anything because he's on Roderick's shoulders.
Tail is flicking back and forth, and he's kind of narrowed his eyes, and he looks at the Moon King, and he says, "You don't remember a lot of the story."
No, no, I remember all of the story.
Is there something wrong with your voice?
No. Hold on. This is gonna.
Are you lying? This is in character. Nom is just like, are you lying to my face?
Excuse me, Your Majesty. I believe that's a lie.
Try again?
You should go to throne room and do whatever you want. The night will get there eventually. We'll just rewind everything back to where it was.
Rewind everything back to the way it was.
Story has to start over. So, the end of the story is supposed to be that the knight kills the Moon King and rescues the princess. And then everything ends, and it's happily ever after, and then you read the stupid story again.
That's a right shit ending.
I know.
How about we change it?
That I've been working on that, and it's fine.
Maybe you
I
need a little
just need
extra
to
help.
restart it. I don't want him to get hurt. Not yet.
You don't want the knight to get the princess?
He stays silent.
What if...
Because if the knight gets the princess, the story ends. And then everything goes back to the way it was. And any time you would have had to try and rewrite the story, you're back at the beginning.
I just rewrite it before it gets to that point.
Well, first of all, we can delay the night, or, well, what if the princess wasn't where the knight thought she was gonna be?
She can go wherever she wants. She's just wandering the halls.
Ursa just kind of nods.
I'm just gonna look over to Roderick and Ursa just like, what the hell is going on?
Don't know.
Like, you know what? Nam's just gonna like start rubbing his face, and he looks over to Ursa and Roderick, and he's like, what the fuck is going on?
I don't fucking know.
Kind of, you guys from behind you hear like a little bit of a knock, and just a tiny voice of, Ignis, I think it's almost time. And you kind of see someone who turns first.
Roderick turns halfway, so he has one eye on the Moon King.
Nom just turns his head, so it's complete 180. He's
Just
looking
gonna
at the
turn
door.
his head fully, so he's looking at the door.
Roderick, you see this. And Nom, you see this. And Ursa, you see this.
Roderick freezes.
So does Ursa, and he just kind of lets out like this quiet little wounded noise.
Trina.
Nom's eyes narrow.
Oh, you have people here. And the Moon King just slowly nods, and then just like frowns his eyes, like you think he frowns his eyes towards Roderick, and the person you guys see there, each one of them looks different towards each of you, and just kind of like stands there like, hello, I'm the Star Princess.
Roderick's gonna turn back to look at Nom and be like, what the fuck? What the fuck is going on?
Of course you're the Star Princess. Of course you're the Star Princess. Of course you're the Star Princess. Of course you are.
It's something wrong?
No, nothing's wrong. Hi. It's nice to meet you.
Hello.
Do you know what's going on?
Well, it's almost the end of the story, so, Ignis, you should probably head on to the throne room.
No.
Wait, the three of you! And the Star Princess kind of, like, looks at all of you guys and just, and, like, does, like, pull out her fingers, kind of, like, does a count with her hands as she's trying to, like, she's mumbling to herself, like, different things, and just, I don't think any of the tore pages. There shouldn't be more characters in here.
Do you know about the torn pages then?
Oh yeah, that's a bit of a problem. Wait, no, I shouldn't say Moon King. Star Princess just looks at the Moon King, and the Moon King just sighs and just just, Straya, please just go. I don't know where they fit in the story.
Roderick is looking at Nom and looking at Ursa, and if they don't stop him, Roderick is going to say something. It's probably not advisable right now.
Ursa just kind of slaps his hands around Roderick's mouth, and he's just kind of staring at the Moon Princess because, like, there's just like there's like visible internal screaming in Ursa's face because he does not like this.
Roderick starts speaking with Ursa's arms over his mouth.
Is Roderick's hand still on Nom's shoulder?
Yes. It's light though. It was kind of meant to be like I am standing with you sort of deal. Not to stop.
Nom. Nom's gonna sort of like you feel Nom's midsection move down Like, not like he's shrugging it off, but like his body is literally shortening to get out from under it.
Mm-hmm.
And Nam takes a step towards the Star Princess and offers her his arm. And he says, "Could you tell me your side of the story while you go to wherever it is you're supposed to go?"
Oh, sure. Wait, I am taller to you. That's. And she kind of tilts her head and then just like shakes it off and just it takes Nam's hand and looks at the Moon King and like, uh, just take your time. Are you gonna rewind it right now or just? And the Moon King just shakes his head. Just, just go. I'll be there. Okay.
Roderick's
And
gonna reach up and pull Ursa's arms off of his mouth, and he's going to look up at the Moon King and say, "Try to keep writing."
yeah, I just if you want, I can just rewind the things right now before the night gets here. It just makes havoc of everything.
You know, if he tries that, I have I have a few tricks up my sleeve. And he turns and walks towards Nom, and what he thinks is Katrina.
Does the Star Princess like take Nam's arm and start walking?
Yes, she does. And she just starts walking up towards the stairs.
Nam looks back to see if Roderick and Ursa are following.
Roderick is, although he keeps glancing back at the Moon King.
Kind of see the Moon King, instead of like going back to sit down, he's just walking and like pacing around, just like mumbling to himself. You can barely hear what he's mumbling. He's just,
Mm-hmm.
So you look like someone.
The Star Princess stops. I look like some. I don't look like a kid to you. She kind of like turns her head to Nom.
Do you know why you look like that person?
She frowns. And you're not part of the story. That only happens if you're awake. If you're from the people outside that read the story, then fall asleep.
Well, about
Nam,
this,
Nam looks back at the others and then his free arm, he like puts a finger to his snout and he shh.
Okay. Yeah, let's go somewhere else. And you see the Star Princess go to the wall instead and just places a hand to it. And and then it seems the stone seems to like move and ruddle and it seems to be part ways and move and now it seems to be in a circular room. It's full of like a big bed and it's decorated with a bunch of toys and stuff like that. It seems homey, and there's even like a pillow fort and stuff like that. Little drawings in the floor, and chalk like drawn into the walls of different things. Like We can go here.
Oh.
Nom looks back at the others.
Roderick is feeling a lot of emotions right now.
So is Ursa.
Nom is unfazed, if only because he knows Tanith would never wear a dress like that. So he's like, he knew immediately, like, that's not my mom.
Roderick is just very put off because in the back of his mind he knows that Katrina wouldn't wear a dress like that, but also he's not very smart, guys.
Oh my gosh.
He's got a 9 in intelligence, guys.
For Ursa, it's more of like the shock of seeing a face you haven't seen in a while. It's less that part of him probably has figured out that this isn't the person he thinks it is, but at the same time, it's just that shock of seeing someone who looks exactly like the person you Ow!
You guys head inside?
Yeah.
Roderick is following.
Nom slowly steps in, like, keeping an eye on the others.
Ursa's just kind of holding onto Roderick's head with like a death grip because emotions are happening, and like even though it's a death grip, it's like he's a teddy bear. It doesn't hurt.
Roderick is. Yeah, sure. Yeah, sure. Nobody else can hear us in here.
Can you repeat that? Sorry.
Yeah, sure. That nobody else can hear us in here.
I mean, there shouldn't be anybody that can hear us here. Yeah, because this is my little place that I share with it. No, not Moon King. You should. Yeah, I should actually use the actual name, Moon King. But the Moon King is down there instead of towards where they go to the telescope and look at things. In the throne room, and there's a lot of rooms here. He kept the rest of the pages there. He didn't really like the rest of the story, but that's fine. Let's carry on now.
You mean the Moon King has the pages?
Well, not right now.
Well, what does that mean?
The Star Princess just smiles and just well, how did you get here? You're not supposed to get here. Well, you can, but how the things work here, it doesn't. You see me as a different person, which means you're not from the story. You're from the people that read the story, right?
As I was about to say, about that, you look like one of my best friends.
You
Oh,
look like Julia.
oh, I can't stop that. I'm so sorry. I'm part of the spell on the book.
What was Ursa going to say?
You look like Julia.
I don't know who Julia is to you. I'm not synced up to your mind yet, unless you stay here longer.
We There's someone else here who shouldn't be here, which is why we're here.
Yes, they're the person that we're bringing the story to in their dreams.
I wish I remembered more about why we're here. Oh.
You don't?
If I am okay. And Roderick literally like puts up his hands as he goes, okay. So you're part of the story too.
Yes, story and the part that actually knows that everything should be a story and making sure that things go according to how they should go. Well, at least a part of that section.
I have some complaints.
I know there is the story was old. Well, not really old, but it was made, and the person that made us just kind of left us as it was and just gave us away. So, uh, I mean the king. Well,
It's
they.
all right. You don't have to keep sweating his name around. We're not part of the story.
I mean, you could have done a better job of trying to at least look like you're part of the story. I couldn't have the filter thingy on you guys to make it seem you're part of it. Maybe give you some roles. That's kind of what I did.
I don't want to be a part of this story. I almost got my head chopped off for real.
Oh, I'm so sorry about that.
That's part of my complaints. I don't really appreciate being put into a story back without my permission, but we're here to rescue someone because they're trapped, and presumably it's the story and the knight is the
doesn't want to
reason
leave.
why.
No, the knight is part of the spell. The knight is just doing his job and surveying, and well, he's also part of the story too. Kind of working function, basically. He's the more of the protector and making sure things go as a core. This is not the only story we have in the book. There's a lot of other stories. Unfortunately, some of them have been ripped out or just a little bit mingled in. His story has been all over the place, actually. Unfortunately.
But, what? Why doesn't she want to leave? Sorry. I don't know what pronouns you used for the kid. But, you know, when somebody... I'm sorry?
He.
You're okay.
The kid. You're looking for Igneous.
The moon? What? Ursa's just gonna sit here and be very confused.
Wouldn't it be better to try to change the story outside of it?
Oh, he wants to be here. He wants to keep repeating all this.
Why? Do you know?
You miss me, Roderick, right?
Roderick's just gonna kind of... I'm gonna roll deception. Let's see. It's deception +6. So it's a 17. And he just kind of... I left for a reason. It's
Wouldn't you like to see me again?
yes, but that's not how things work in the real world.
But it works here.
Yeah.
You can't take yourself away from the real world and just pretend that it doesn't exist, because that's he's he just seems really bothered by this. In case anyone gets a higher insight. Then
Should we roll insight?
Yeah, you can.
if you want to.
Oh yeah, your
His
guess.
perception is 17.
Oh,
Oh no! Oh
Oh.
You
The
can
answer is
save
no.
your you guys still have inspiration points, question mark? You can save them though. I already used mine.
Nom's gonna wait for Roderick to pause. And Nom's just gonna say, well, of course I miss the person whose face you're wearing, but that doesn't make you them.
It doesn't. But
So-
close.
Ursa nods.
So why are you letting him pretend?
That's what he wants. He thinks I'm Estrella.
Who can you show us, Estrella?
She kind of like frowns and just I'm not really in your minds, and I can only take form of what you are. I can't really show you.
It's
But-
okay.
Roderick's just seeming to get increasingly agitated. And you go ahead.
No, go ahead.
And he's going to say, but you're not them. And no amount of fooling will make you the person we see.
It won't. But that I'm made to basically stay here and make the person that's streaming in the story have a good time. And he's been having a decent time, and he keeps rewinding the story over and over again. He doesn't he plays himself in this role, and he doesn't want the story to end. So it's not ending.
Can I? Is it okay if I know there's rules about this sort of thing, but I don't want to call you Estrella if it's not your name. Is there something we can call you that you want to be called?
She actually pauses on that. And I'm usually just referred as the Star Princess. I wasn't given a name. None of us have been really given names. You already seen that. There's the beast, it's just the beast. There's the turtle, the rabbit, the farmer. we don't really have names. We are just what we are.
Do you mind if I call you Star then?
If you want.
Hey,
What was that?
What was that?
that was a deception roll.
Okay.
That's an 18.
Just gonna roll inside.
And you,
Oh.
does Roderick want to roll insight, or is he incensed enough?
He is unfortunately. Let's see, what's inside again? He's unfortunately. I got a 5. He's unfortunately too focused and incensed to actually notice anything.
I didn't plan this, but yeah. Ursa, you see Nam, and Nam is visibly trying not to cry. Like, he's like wiping at his face in like a obviously a subtle manner, but he's trying not to cry because apparently just what the Star Princess is describing has struck a chord within him. And he's trying not to let his own emotional response distract from the situation, but he's also just he's doing a little weepy, little cry, yeah, but he's very quiet about it, and he doesn't give it away very easily, obviously.
Ursa kind of just looks at Nom and not tucks that away, but since he notices that Ursa that Nom doesn't want to make a scene, he's not gonna call Nom out, but he kind of looks at Nom and is just like, okay, we're gonna talk about this later. And then he kind of turns to look at the Star Princess and he's just like, well, even if you're just part of the story, you're more than just what you are. You are people, in my opinion.
Well, yeah, we are people from the story. I kind of somehow seem to just develop our own minds with how many times everything keeps repeating, and how many times the story has been read and told, and we kind of live with those memories and ideas and thoughts.
What happens when the person stops reading?
Well, that's usually what it is. This person stops reading, and well, how we were made in the spell to work is you read the story, and you put the book under your pillow, and then you go to sleep and you dream of here. That's generally how the spell works.
Okay. So Ignis has been sleeping for a very, very long time.
I don't know how long. Time here is a bit wonky.
Well, apparently it was enough time for someone on the outside to get concerned, honestly.
You can't sleep your life away.
Well,
Because, I'm all for living in books, but there's a time and a place, and like Rag said, you can't run away from your life. You can cope with using books, but you can't stay in them forever.
And he's running away.
he just misses his friend.
I feel like I want to go back to talk to Ignis now.
The Star Princess kind of like looks at all of you, just gives a nod, but then stops and just, should be careful. The Sun Knight is near.
Roderick literally cracks his knuckles.
What does the Sun Knight do?
Well, usually, well, the story is that the Sun Knight will come over here and, using the things that he's supposed to learn, but he hasn't because those things has been tear off, and we kind of have to slap together some coherent mess about it all. He comes here and he just, well, the sun is so bright. Sometimes you just hide the moon, and there will be, well, just banish the moon back, and thus, well, a moon king is not really supposed to keep on being alive. It's always a finicky thing with this. We kind of try to just remake it into like everything goes to white, and then just it goes to a happy ending. But we always stop it right before it goes into white, so that we go all the way back and we have more time to play.
What would happen if someone stopped the Sun Knight?
Well, that's not part of the story. Well, usually at this point, the Sun Knight will be more, angry. Because, how the original story went, and before it, we had to, fix the pages that Igneous tore up. It was that the Sun Knight was angrier more and more at the Moon King, because the Moon King kept bringing in night and only night and not wanting the sun to be there. Well, that was the original Moon King, not Igneous. Igneous has just been looking at the world, just seeing how the story has been playing out with this telescope. But the Moon King originally wasn't that great. Just bringing a lot of disaster and just chaos into the world, because he doesn't want to go to the other side. Well, you know how the moon and the sun kind of like have to like do their turns, cycles things. Yeah. But I don't know what will happen if you stop the Sun Knight. Either he will be super angry or he would understand. You could get hurt.
I'm not scared of getting hurt.
Igneous.
Could you help us?
I can try. I'm not made to diverge too much from the path of the story. I'm supposed to be a damsel in distress. I'm not supposed to do anything, really.
Well, I mean, there was this whole thing with a witch and a cow that wasn't supposed to be here.
A witch and a cow?
Yeah. Your story is kind of falling apart already. I think a little divergence will do you some good. Cause I think Igneous should wake up, because Igneous can come back whenever it's okay again, but it's not okay right now, and so Igneous needs to go away for a while with us.
Like in the original story with the cycles and stuff, because everything has its time and place.
So instead of the Moon King, instead of everything going to white, or the Moon King suffering whatever disaster the sun would bring, how about the Moon King take a little vacation?
Star Princess kind of like just gives a think about it. Just if we want to fully rewrite the ending, since the pages are still there, I am only half of the authority, quote unquote. Since we kind of put the actual real Moon King out of commission. No, I don't, not that way. Just I just kind of put them into the void, since Igneous is filling up the Moon King's shoes, even though those are really big stools. We do need the Sun Knight to agree, because I can write the things up, but he also needs to be there to write it too, since he's the other half of the spell.
Then let us go talk to the Sun Knight.
Well,
Alright?
I won't promise things will go okay, but I guess if I try to come to them, though he's stupid. He's kind of dumb.
Snorts.
Oh, we know. We've talked to him a bunch. But
It's a picnic.
I think at least I broke through a little there. So
Oh, you did? Oh, that's in a good way or a bad way?
There's a lot of eyes involved.
That might be a bad way.
I told him to go back and think about what he'd done,
Well,
because that's what you're supposed to do when you do something not very nice.
well, yeah.
You know,
he's
when you're
supposed
children.
he's supposed to do that. Well, he's supposed to learn that, but he doesn't in this kind of version because we got all the pages. All the pages are messed up. But you are not part of the story. Which does he know you're not part of the story?
I don't know.
We didn't tell him we weren't part of the story.
Because, well, if he knows that you're not part of the story, and if you haven't been integrated that well, which is why I can't really go too into your heads, we might have a problem that, he might see you as a threat. And, sometimes in dreams there are things that they shouldn't be here. So he's also kind of the protection kind of part of the spell to keep those parts out. So we have our little space.
No. Nom, look at me.
I'm fine.
Nom, look at me. Are you looking at me?
Nom's just holding his snout, and he's just like, yeah, it was the tea kettle noise. The longer the princess was going on.
Nom, look at me.
He's looking.
You don't have to stand up front. I will.
Cool. I might need you to hold my hand again. Just for a minute.
Rena,
Roderick's-
don't worry, Nom. We'll hold your hand.
Roderick's gonna offer his hand right now.
Ursa noodles his arm towards Nom's. Wait, did I flip that?
No, you're good.
Okay.
Ursa Noodle
Nom
puts
just-
his arm towards Nom's.
Slowly
Yes.
unsticks his fingers from around his snout and grabs the other two's hands. He's gonna be fine in a minute, but the longer the princess was going on, the more his brain was just like, oh, I could have died again. Oh, I could have died again. Oh, I could have died again. He's just a little anxious.
I've faced off against many people who have thought I was a threat. I think. Why did I say that? Roger kind
Fine.
of shakes his head.
Sure. Okay. So let me try talk to him first. And you guys hide behind the throne room? The throne. The throne is big enough.
Right?
I can duck.
Okay.
When in doubt, it'll just go to pieces. I'm sure it'll be fine.
That's sure. Just gonna have a friendly little talk and conversing with a fellow coworker about how to change the story. This will be okay.
Coworkers, of course, they're coworkers.
Milady. When, should we interfere when it all inevitably goes wrong?
Ursa's gonna really quickly roll hammer space again.
Okay. Go for
Okay. He pulls out the same block of wood and just knocks on it.
it. Well, you can try and first talk sense to him. Because we really don't want him to get mad or just cause the whole entire thing. We should probably also keep Igneous out so that the story. Okay, hold on.
Mm-hmm. Commercial break.
Commercial break. A beta.
Commercial break.
How y'all feeling?
I'm really good. Roderick is keeping it together right now with that 17 in deception.
He who.
Ursa's just kind of like processing. He was thinking that the person they had to rescue was an actual child instead of tall being that is apparently masquerading as the Moon King. Huh.
Nom isn't crying.
Oh no.
Oh.
No, I'm so sorry.
He's falling back on the anxiety because it's easier than thinking about literally anything else.
I'm so sorry, Dom.
And also, Roderick is starting to think that intimidating the Moon King went over a lot easier because that's probably a child. Just standing on stilts.
Yep. Okay, where were we? Head, go back.
Talking about talking sense into the Sun Knight and about
Yeah.
when things go wrong inevitably. And keeping the Moon King out of it.
Do you don't want Igneous there? Because if we have the quote-unquote Moon King, the story will go on. And I don't think we all want to rewind back into the start.
No, that would be really frustrating.
So we lock him in the basement.
Yes,
I can make a lock into the doors.
please.
Please.
Okay. And Star walks into one side of the wall that's empty without the scribbles of shock into it, and just presses her hand right into it. And if you see the familiar shape of the doors, the wooden doors that were leading to the Moon King's chamber, you'd say. And she just does a quick little tap tap, and then you see the knobs of them like shift into having keyholes, and you see her just like kind of like flip her hand around and suddenly has a key that seems to leak a little bit like star shape into it and just quickly just lock. So we might hear screaming or yelling from him once he finds out, once he tries to get out. So
That's fine.
Let's
This
just
is
go.
fine.
Let's just go to the throne room, and we'll step behind the throne, so you can have a hopefully very calm talk.
yeah, it'll
Roderick
be
does not
fine.
think this. Roderick does not think this will be fine, but.
So you said about something about ice. If you see that again, that's probably also an indicator of, oh, we should probably run or, well, no, do something about it. Because that's usually basically how's the protection mode on.
It basically means things have gone to pick.
Yeah. But as long as he doesn't know you're not supposed to be part of the story, it should be fine.
Well,
Alright.
don't spill the fact, though.
Okay. Sure, let's head on out. I'll go open up towards the hallway. And she kind of like swipes at the Moon King's door and just like fades off, and it then turns into an archway which leads straight up to the hallway that leads into the throne room.
Mm-hmm.
And from a distance you hear trumpets.
Oh no. Ah!
Roderick is going to very quickly step behind the throne, pulling Nom with him because Ursa's already on his shoulders, and he's going to crouch. And I'm gonna roll stealth.
Go for it.
I'm gonna roll stealth as well just to see if like Ursa can assist.
God, this is gonna go. That's a 6.
Oh no.
I got a 19.
That's also a 6.
Arthur, please.
Oh my
It was the crouching. It really made the difference.
gosh. I'm just imagining Roderick actually taking effort of hiding. And then the other two tunes are like peeking out the throne room, which is why they just are obviously there.
Just the it's like an alligator in the water with Nom, which just like the snoot and just like his little flappies on the back of his head poking up.
Considering the fact that Ursa's eyes have like if he tries to peek, his ears are extremely visible.
My
Yeah.
my gosh. And the Star Princess Hurley goes into the front of the throne room and just turns around with a big old just trying her best. And you hear the steps. And you hear the trumpets, but the trumpets sound weird. Kind of it's not the usual like high, like oh like heroic and stuff like that. It seems lower in bass. And just there's a bit of an odd glitch into them.
We're gonna die here.
And the Star Prince since her bag is behind you guys, you don't see any of her expressions at all, so she's just standing there. And then the doors kick open. And the Star Princess and me are like, Sun Knight, I wanted to speak to you. And the Sun Knight walks in.
Oh no. Oh no.
And
I mean, is Ursa saying "oh no" out loud, and that's why he has a 6?
Sun Knight doesn't speak and just marches forward. And the princess says, we need to speak about changing the ending a little bit. And the Sun Knight just kind of glares for a moment and just, there's someone we don't want here. And I'm gonna get rid of them. You should probably go over to the side. We can continue on the story if you want. How about you calm down for... No. He told me to sit down and think about, and I finally put it together. They're not supposed to be here. I need to keep this story in place. I know, but you should just take a moment. No, they're here, and the Star Princess kind of just stays silent for a bit. And I'm just gonna have him roll something.
That was the player.
Oh, hey!
The Sunflare Knight gets a 6.
Yep.
We're being laughed at. Somewhere out there.
And you see his eyes glare towards you guys.
Because that meets it beats it.
Yeah.
Unfortunately.
Yeah.
Yep. And he slowly aims his sword towards you guys. And
This is about the time. Sorry.
No.
What were you going to say, Soda?
The Star Princess just immediately tries to walk over in front of the sword. It's like, please, do any of you guys want to do anything?
This is about the time when Roderick is going to... Okay, so bear with me here. Roderick is going to take his hand and shift it across his face, and suddenly he looks like the Moon King.
Mm-hmm.
And he's going to pick up Ursa and put Ursa down, and he's going to stand up and turn and look at the Sun Knight, and then slowly move around and cross his arms in front of his chest and go, yes.
You see the Sun Knight glitch. Gonna have to roll. Oh boy. Yeah, okay. And for a moment you see his form shift back to the Sun Knight. How you saw him at first. And he looks a bit confused. Moon King, you see him glitch again. It's just, he doesn't know what to do right now. And the Star Princess is just like looking back and forth, like, I thought we kept Igneous. Oh wait, no, oh no.
I feel like we need to have a little bit of a conversation here.
I am here to destroy you. There's intruders. Just for a moment, let's just stop a little bit with the story. How about I'm here. You can. So, story is a little bit wonky right now. Just both kind of look at you, Roderick.
Can we please talk about the story? I feel like we need a bit of a break.
A break? But the story is how it's always been. Why would you want a break? This is... that's kind of how we've been running things.
Aren't you tired?
The Moon King blinks at that.
You mean the Sun Knight?
Sun Knight.
Because
Again, I keep... Sorry. Head, space.
You're
Okay.
juggling You're juggling
Yeah.
a lot.
Yeah.
It's okay.
The Sun Knight just blinks at that.
How long has it been since you rested? How long has it been since we simply laid down our weapons and had a conversation instead?
It's... The Sun Knight kind of frowns. It's been a while. I haven't
Roderick,
even taken a rest to eat my food and rations I have gathered throughout the journey.
why don't we take a rest? I know I get a little irrational if I haven't eaten.
I mean, I suppose the story. I mean, are we just making pretend that the reader has stopped reading? I'm pretty.
Yes.
I mean, okay. Well,
Let's just pretend that the reader is taking a break because we need to talk.
well. Mooncade, my body, how have you been?
Nom's head is falling off and he's just clutching it. He has no fucking idea. What the hell?
Ursa, I feel like at this point is just like clinging on to Nom as well and just like noodling wrapped around Nom. So like the ears are gone.
Very tired.
Well, I suppose so, since you've been wrecking havoc, as the story goes, and all so on and so forth. Really, really been fun. I feel like some things are a little bit, but story's going great. Story's going great, right?
It isn't. I'm afraid to say. I'm so sorry.
The Sun Knight is just like kind of like blinks at that, looks at the Star Princess, is just and just kind of like bends down towards, like, you see him bends down much lower than you would assume than Katrina. Almost like bending down to her, like where a kid would be instead, and just like kind of like whisper to her, like, is he okay? And Starface is just like looking, like you kind of see her like kind of have like sweats, like drops of sweats in her, and it's like, don't know. Why don't you have a to have a talk? And she's eyeing you, Roderick.
Mm-hmm. And Roderick's going to I'm sorry. my friend. I'm not doing too well.
That's terrible to hear. Do you want to? No, we don't have a healer anymore.
I know. And that's why I wanted to talk to you about changing the story.
The Sun Knight then looks at the Star Princess and she then nods. She finally pieced things together. Like, yeah, we've been talking for a while where you've been doing your part of the story, and, we need a little bit of a change in the ending.
Mm-hmm.
The Sun Knight then looks at you, Roderick, aka Moon King, right now, and kind of frowns. Just, it's been that bad.
It was fun at first, but having it go the same way for so. And each time he says so, he kind of leans and leans and leans over.
Mm-hmm.
So long. I want to go on a vacation.
Well, we can fit that into the story, right? And she like turns to the Star Princess, and the Star Princess just like eagerly nods. So like, yeah, we've been talking about it, and we can fit that in somewhere. And the Sun Knight is just like, are you sure the reader won't notice that something? And I'm sure it's fine. We hadn't had a reader for a while. So, and Sun Knight is just like, we haven't? No. So, we can change ourselves a little bit. We can have a bit of a nice, fun thing and see how things work out. And if we don't like it, we can always change it back.
Exactly.
The Sun Knight then just looks down and just... Well... Moon King? Can I call you Moony?
Roderick just straightens up and says, for now, while we're paused, yes.
Moony, my buddy, sorry, I'm so sorry.
Nom and Ursa back behind the throne, dying of fucking the tension. Meanwhile, the Sun Knight, can I call you Moony?
If it is a vacation you want, it is a vacation you shall get. I suppose it's a little bit of vacation for everyone. What do they call it now? A beach episode? He kind of like looks at the Star Princess, and the Star Princess is like, I think I heard of that. It's a thing that I haven't actually, I don't really know a lot. I think that's a thing from like, shows?
Anime.
Roderick just kind of puts his, thinking pose. He puts his hand on his mask and goes, I think that would be very nice. And then, I think there has to be sun for that.
I suppose so, ha!
Mm-hmm. That means
and then there is a little bit of a section of the moon, of the like during the night time too, so you can easily come in there too. It'll be like, I heard from the ocean there is a thing with the moon being the thing. We should have an ocean. That should be it. We should add in an ocean. Would that require more pages? And the Star Prince is like, we can probably manage with the things that we have right now. Like, yes, shall be grand.
I agree.
Very well. Star Princess. Starry. And then the Star Princess just like, no. All right, I will respect that. Let's. Well, let's change a bit of the story. And the Sun Knight kind of like places out a hand forward, and then you see like a line of yellow golden eyes kind of form around, and then there's like writing into it. And the Star Princess like puts her hands there too, and then the writing seems to shift, and it's all in like cursive. It's all actually. You guys don't actually know this.
What? Okay, so what language is it?
Let me wait. Hold on. I need to look at what languages you guys know. Hold on. No, yeah, you guys don't know this language at all.
I don't know your languages. What the heck? Hold on a sec.
Look, Nom knows exactly 3 languages: Common, Frolics, and Draconic.
Apparently, I only know Common. That's a shame.
Human. Rip.
I can't remember what language I gave Ursa.
Sylvan.
Sylvan.
Yeah. And Grolix. But yeah, you guys don't recognize this language at all, really. And the writings shift and they move. And suddenly there is like a flare. And seems like the ground seems to glow in a dim light. And it fades. And the Sun Knight and the Star Princess lower their hands and just, I believe that shall be set and ready to go. That will be right. I mean, we can move the story. We can delay the story since you're already tired enough as it is, Moody. We can just start at that point rather than doing anything special or as we do. And we can. It's now an ocean. There's now a beach. Shall we go?
I'll catch up. I have to do a little packing. You go on ahead.
Very well then. I came here for something. I came here. Oh, it shouldn't matter that much. Let us go. Star Princess. And the Star Princess is like, I have to stay a little bit here to like also get things arranged, and also I think we can come in during the nighttime. Or like as the sun is setting, so we can like just say hi and such. You have fun, okay? And so they're like, very well. It shall be a splendid trip. Yes, I shall be on my way now. And the Sun Knight starts walking in. I'm gonna roll something real quick.
Oh, fair.
Where is? Hold on, I need to find. There he is. Yeah.
Let's get
No, okay, he's continues on.
We're fine.
And he walks out. And the Star Princess looks at you, Roderick.
Roderick is going to hold for a few more minutes to make sure that the Sun Knight has gone.
Oh,
and then he's going.
No, wait. And so they're like, Moody, would you like some of the what are they called? Pina coladas. So I heard.
Yes, please. Save me one.
All right. I shall see you soon. Let's all go there. Yes. No, shall we split? As you see him like bumble off and then out and way out afraid now.
Roderick's gonna count to 5. Then he's going to reach up and brush his hand across his face, and he's gonna be himself again.
You do a really good expression of the Moon King. You
I
didn't even
did.
need my help to just go into the story. That's splendid.
You know, I
kind of peeks
kinda
around.
I saw you waffling there, and I just I couldn't let you keep treading water. You looked like you were going to sink.
I really needed that. You two can come out now. I'm pretty sure he left. Yeah, no, he left.
Oh, I think I'm good back here. I'm just gonna die here, I think.
Oh, don't die!
No,
Don't die,
Ursa
please!
just kinda
I don't know how that will
slumped.
work if you die inside this place. You might get stuck here forever.
I hope.
And that's Ursa actually nervously laughing as he just kind of flops to the side in full view, like a teddy bear that just got shoved over. He's just like,
Nom's head just slowly rolls out like a little, and he's like, you know, I'm kind of, I'm.
Ursa, like, no, I'm kind of went to pieces, literally.
It's fine. I'm fine.
You
You know,
sure you
you know what I would like? If we got a beach episode.
That
That's
would
a
be
sunny
nice.
night.
Maybe,
I'm
we can get one after we leave. We can make our own beach episode.
yes.
Turn your accent back on. Nom is standing up and he's pointing at Roderick, just like, stop. Turn your accent back on. It was really weird.
Sorry about that.
Your voice colors are back to normal. That's good.
Can we just go accost the child and leave now?
Accost.
That's a very fun way to say that. Sure. He's
Store-
banging on the door. He's banging on the door. He's kind of
you
angry.
Are you going to talk to the real Moon King? Make sure he knows what's going on, and actually, like, let him have a fucking beach day.
Yeah, I should get him out of the.
first.
I should get him out of the void. Since you guys are taking Igneous. Can you tell Igneous it's been fun at least playing with him?
Yes,
Of course.
I'll let him know.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm gonna make you guys the door over here, so you have to like woggle. I know stairs are a little bit you get tired with stairs. Usually, that's how people say. So I can just make you the door here, and I'm just gonna walk to one of the void rooms.
All
Thank you
right.
for your help.
Thank you so much.
Yeah.
I
Thank you.
don't think I could have done that without you standing there.
I'm pretty sure I wouldn't be able to talk any sense into him at all. I'm pretty sure he doesn't really have anything in his head. He doesn't have much up there, yeah. He's trying his best, but I'm usually more of the brains of the operation.
You just gotta point him in the right direction instead of the direction he thinks is right.
Yeah, which is
Yeah.
And then you stand back and out of the way.
Just watch it go, and hope nothing explodes.
Oh, I hope he doesn't explode something again.
Again.
let's talk about that another time.
Yeah. Thank you. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Yeah.
I hope you enjoy your break.
I hope you guys can get Igneous out. He just has to accept that he needs to wake up and want to wake up. And he should wake up. then. I'm not sure how about you guys. I never had people here that aren't also.
We'll figure it out.
Okay.
Maybe Santa's here surely knows how to get us back out.
Just
Hopefully-
find the cow.
I still don't know what you're talking about with the cow.
Just,
The cow is cursed.
don't worry about it. It's fine.
Oh,
Everything's
okay.
fine.
Oh, sure. Well, and the Star Princess starts walking forwards to the wall. And she places a hand into it. And you see the wall shift and such and turn into the door that the quote unquote moon cake was in. And you hear it banging. It's like, let me out! Why are you. Let me out!
Baby. It's a baby.
Laddie, we need to have a chat.
The Star
If you could
Princess
quiet
then
down.
shifts her hand and just goes to Roderick and just places the key to his hand. Like, good luck. And she starts walking off. I'm not gonna calm down. You just locked me. Wait, no, it's you. Let me out, please.
We know you're not really the Moon King.
Laddie,
No, I am.
please, Laddie. I just used some magic to, it's really not that hard to pretend to be the Moon King, so I know you're not.
The banging
Could we
stops.
please, Laddie, could we please talk?
Please talk. Well, I'm kind of locked in here.
Well, promise to talk, and I'll let you out.
What else am I gonna do?
Run?
No, run.
Nothing! You're going to do nothing! You're going to sit there and we're gonna open the door and we're gonna have a nice talk.
Fine. Didn't want to run or anything. Just like slow mumbling says you hear like the plop of somebody sitting down and then like this like the sound of wood into stone and just clattering of the wood like being like thrown off.
So what do you say, Laddie?
Can come in.
Roderick unlocks the door and slips the key into his pocket, and then opens the door for both Ursa and Num.
And yeah, you see the quote-unquote Moon King still with the mask and the cloak, but you see stilts that've been thrown over to the other side of the room.
Short.
And just crossing his arms against his chest, he's just sitting down there with the mask still on and everything.
Nom slips in.
Ursa slips in as well.
And Roderick follows behind, closes the door behind him.
I'm gonna reach over and take the mask.
Hey! And you take off the mask and yeah. It's a kid.
Baby! Ah, it's a baby!
It's almost mine.
Hello, Ignis.
Hi.
Time for
I'm
you
not
to
a
wake up.
noble, by the way. I don't know why you were talking on a lot of things and just. I'm not a noble.
Roderick comes over and sits down, crisscross applesauce. And he looks over at the kid and goes, I apologize if I was a little scary earlier. Because I didn't really know what was going on.
We're not
And
supposed
you were-
to know.
Well, you were kind of posing as a king, So I thought you were a noble.
Oh, yeah. Did I do a good job?
You did a very good job.
No.
Nom puts the mask in his hammer space. And he walks to stand behind Roderick. And he leans over a little and he's like, you know, we're not a part of the story. And you know that. Because people sent us to come get you.
Gotta wake up.
But, wait, me. But, Estrella is here.
No, she
That
isn't.
really isn't her. We've all seen somebody that we're missing. I saw Julia.
I saw my best friend. Katrina.
Estrella isn't here, Igneous.
I'm sorry.
But, no, but she's not there either. And I just wanted to play more with her.
The Star Princess. She liked playing with you. But she didn't like it when you pretended to have her be Estrella. Because she's not.
And, well, because she enjoyed so much playing with you, she'd love to have you back. Have you come back. But, laddie, you can't sleep away forever just because you want to play for that long. You have to. Sometimes it's really hard, but you have to let go for a little while. And
I don't want to let go.
Roderick is going to very gently offer his hands towards Igneous. I know.
Letting go hurts, but it's better than holding on so tight that they hate you for it.
Igneous kind of like looks at Ardrick's hands and then looks at all of you guys. And just, they're kind of, you know, that position like you having your knees to your chest and just kind of like curling your hands around your knees.
Mm-hmm.
And to just look at you guys and just stick out their stick out his tongue at you guys.
Laddie.
You know, it's kind of boring playing the same game again and again.
Well, I don't do any of the Moon King things. I just play with Estrella until the Sun Night comes. Well, I also do writing because I kind of I kind of ruined the book a bit. But I've been trying to fix it, and I've been also learning how to write, which is something my mom wants me to keep telling me to keep on doing and doing. So I'm
But
doing it too.
if you fix the book outside, then you can fix it better.
But I don't want to go outside.
But you need to.
Laddie. Please. You don't. That's why we're here. If you don't come outside, it might mean that one of the times you rewind, you won't be yourself anymore.
Igneous is quiet.
I'm gonna roll deception because Roderick doesn't really know that.
Yeah.
God damn it! I rolled a 5.
Oh
No.
my
Plus 6.
gosh.
That's 11.
Okay, let me. Little kid here. Hey! Haha!
10.
Igneous kind of like widens his eyes a bit. Just stays quiet this time. Doesn't do any like talk back or anything like that.
Do you want to be the big, scary, mean Moon King?
He's not that bad. I always liked his character best.
Yeah, but you wouldn't be you. And you wouldn't. The Moon King wouldn't want to play with Estrella.
The
He
Moon
wouldn't
King would
want to
want.
play with the Star Princess.
It would keep. He would keep her up in the tower, all alone.
I don't want that. Being alone sucks.
It does. It does suck.
Yeah.
And someone outside cares about you very much, kid.
He kind of just lowers his head to his knees.
Without you there, they're probably buried.
I miss mom's food. I miss my dad singing.
And why are you still here?
Because I miss Asteria too. She moved away.
Just because she moved away doesn't mean your paths aren't gonna come back into alignment eventually.
If you learn how to write, you can send Estrella letters.
And then she can send you them back.
Igneous is
You can
quiet.
tell her. And you can tell her all the stuff that you're doing.
But to be able to do that, you have to wake up.
Can I come back and fix things? I didn't mess up too bad for all of this, right?
Of course, you can always come back.
You just can't stay here forever. That's the problem. Dipping into a story doesn't mean it escapism isn't bad when you take it in moderation. It's a coping mechanism. Dipping into a book is completely fine.
No, I'm staring.
Mm-hmm.
Just Nam is just. Nam thought Estrella was dead. So he's
Same.
at this point. He's like, she moved away? Are you his internal thought process?
I know, same.
Lovingly. Nam is just like, are you fucking kidding me? Nam is just, if you really want to fix things, you can make the story better, and you can give all of these characters names and better endings than what the story started as, and maybe Estrella can help you too, and you can make a new story together that's better for all of these characters here.
If you're writing this story, I'd love to have it in Euphony's library.
Agonius just is quiet for a bit. And just. Okay. Okay. Yeah. Guess. I guess that. I'll wake up then, right?
Yeah.
Hmm,
Don't worry.
been a
It will
good
always be-
dream.
Yeah. I kind of like. He kind of like rubs at his eyes a bit. And.
Mm-hmm.
Gotta say more.
Nom.
Everyone.
Nom leans over and oops Igneous's nose. And he says,
He kind of
Good
crinkles his nose like,
morning. Good morning, Igneous.
Igneous just kind of like gives out a bit of a laugh. And you see him kind of fade away. And he's gone.
Ursa heaves a huge sigh of relief and then just kind of
No.
turns to both Roderick and Nom and just, I thought the kid was dead!
I didn't really know.
Wait, the kid was talking. I thought his friend was gone. We're good. Rejoin the picking wow.
Are
Wait.
we ready to wake up now?
For sure, ain't him?
I don't want to sleep anymore. This has been.
What?
Well,
You guys now suddenly see just steps of hoops in marble floor.
No, I was about to say, but the kid didn't know about the cow either.
Well, I don't think we actually talked about the cow.
You guys,
God.
yeah, as you guys talk about the cow, do you see the cow just walking past you guys?
No, no.
Roderick's gonna look up and he's going to say, I never cast your pronouns.
Nick's cow?
She,
No.
her.
Hey, her.
She, her.
Alright, honored, excuse me if I'm assuming your age, honored grandmother, how should we leave?
Better follow. And the cow keeps moving.
Alright, Roderick's getting up immediately and goes, let's go.
Ursa's following Roderick.
Looking at the cow, he knew the cow was sus. This is the worst kind of vindication. He's
Nom, vindication!
just H vindication. Ah. He's definitely like probably like run up and is like he is like right next to Roderick.
Roderick's gonna offer Nom his hand.
Nom is definitely taking it. He trusts Roderick more than the cow.
My gosh. The cow kind of just keeps on walking, and the cow, she's heading right towards a wall, but she doesn't stop.
Mm-hmm.
And then go on.
I was just gonna say Roderick is following because so there's these things about Fae is that if you in his hometown, if you are very nice to the Fae, you give them gifts. Sometimes you never give them your name, but often they will lead you back to where you need to be. So this is why he's trusting the cow. Anyways,
Yeah.
go ahead.
The cow just walks to the wall and walks beyond the wall. Seems like the wall wasn't even there in the first place.
Nothing is real. Everything is fake.
Do you guys follow?
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Roderick has Nom's hand. Nom is following.
And so you walk and you pass through the wall. And suddenly you're in the starry kind of like the same kind of sky up towards there. And in place of the cow, you see this tall woman walking aside, and things slowly start going brighter and brighter. And she seems to be humming a tune, and just it's time to wake up. And everything fades to white. And can you guys roll me a D3?
H.
Oh my god.
Are you fucking kidding me?
Oh my god.
Roll again. No.
Okay. Ursa wakes up first.
And Ursa. Can I say?
Yep,
Can I say it?
Do it.
On the bed. No, I'm just going to get it up. I'm just gonna drop it on the bed. Probably beside you, sleeping, is someone with dark, almost charcoal black skin, white hair, and a funny little. Is that a scar? On his forearm?
You're awake. And each one of you wakes up. And
As he wakes
all
up,
of you guys also see this. Right on the blankets beside you guys.
Roderick jitters, and suddenly the person with the black skin is gone, and it's Roderick.
Ursa is just kind of sitting there, and he's thinking.
Nom, you're awake too. Hi.
Hi. Nom is awake. I'm gonna be real. His first instinct with this who is standing before them. His first instinct is to scream and roll off the bed.
Oh my gosh.
So I feel like I'm just gonna have him roll. Yeah, alright. There's definitely the aborted motion of Nom rolling off the whatever he's on. But then he just heaves himself into a sitting position instead.
You guys notice you guys have been gingerly tucked inside the bed too. Just all piled up together. And this person looking at you guys is just like blinking like, oh, you're like, how did it go?
He's awake. Finally.
Yep, we managed to convince him to wake up.
Oh, that's really, really good. Yeah, I hope you had a nice sleep. And they kind of turn into this little like odd offline orb thing, and just it was really appreciated. You can go back to your lady, your queen. And the orb just gives us a nod and scurries off.
Thank you.
Rewards. That was the thing I promised you. 3. The kid. I think the kid's upstairs with his parents. I hope I'm doing this right. Thank you very much for helping with this. It's a mess. It was a mess. The whole entire thing kind of backfired. It shouldn't have acted like that. It shouldn't have kept him that long. I am rambling. How are the three of you?
My deception. Sorry about that. You just kind of startled me. I'm doing perfectly fine, thank you very much.
That was awful.
Oh,
Damn it.
I'm sorry
Cut
that it
off.
was bad.
Was it? It. I'm just glad it's over. I'm glad that Igneous is okay. You know, it's fine. It's fine. Everything is fine.
I do have some notes. And maybe next time you might want to give a little more warning as to what the job entails.
Well, I mean, if I told you more, the spell would recognize you as a potential threat, and well, try to get you. This is why I left a nice little note for you.
Okay.
My old enough to drink.
I don't know. How old are you?
20-ish. That's old enough, right?
Yes.
It's all metal. I'm all metal.
I mean, you're 5 years older than an adult, so you're definitely old enough to drink.
Well, age is a kind of subjective when it's when it comes to tunes. Where technically age majority is 5, but sometimes tunes are just kind of mentally young.
We can talk about this after we leave. We can explain it all to you, just like we did in the dream.
Yes. Before you leave, prices. Money. You're gonna get paid, right? Money. I promise that.
Yes, please.
And this tiny person is just like 1 foot something, 1'5" scurries into their cloak and just pulls out 3 individual bags of money and gives them each to you guys.
Okay.
And inside is 20 gold pieces each.
All right.
Also, I need to grab the book real quick. And I can give you, if you can just stay there for just a tiny bit, I'll be right back. And they kind of hop down and kind of like roll into the ground a bit because, oh boy, that's a big hop. And they just scurry off and run out the door and outside the room. And you guys are left alone for a bit.
Roderick is going to push the blankets back. He's going to get off the bed. He's going to stretch. He's not going to say anything.
Logic is valid. Is also getting up. He is brushing himself off. He is making sure all of his teddy bears and things that he has on his person are intact and exactly where they are supposed to be.
You want to breach the subject.
Ursa kind of looks at Rags and kind of looks at Nom and was just like, Nom, did you wake up kind of around the same time that I did?
I don't know, did Nom?
Nom woke up kind of close to the time that Roderick did.
Okay, so Ursa's the only one who knows.
Yep.
No, Nom. Wait. Nom does know because there was a little bit of time there where Roderick was awake.
Yeah.
And he's startled, and his self shifted.
Nom shoots
So-
Ursa a look, and it's like it's a look.
Ursa's returning the look, just kind of like, should I tell or should?
Roderick has stopped stretching because he can hear you.
Oops.
Like, this Ursa just kind of looks at Roderick and is just like, Rags?
Have you been through any near death or death like experiences in the last Tom starts counting on his fingers. At least 10 years, I feel, is a good number. You're human, right? That's a good number.
Wait, Nom, can, and like, he just kind of leans kind of close to Ursa and it's just like, to Nom, and it's just like, can humans even have design changes?
Tom's like, no. Oh, not like that.
What the heck did we see?
So, I'm not gonna make you guys roll another insight because as you asked that, Roderick kind of just you know I'm supposed to be human. Supposed to be.
Oh, you know what? Isn't that a mood?
And he's kind of shaking.
I mean, Nam internally and audio externally is doing the prayer hands, you guys. I'm. You. Well, I can reliably inform you. I don't think that's right anymore. I'm sure it's fine.
He slowly turns around, and he's just worrying at his hands, and his eyes are gold. His eyes are gold. Humans' eyes are not supposed to be gold. And
Actually, no.
mm-hmm. And he just kind of looks at both of you, and he says, when I was 12, I fell through a door into another world, and was chasing after my friend who had been taken. And when I finally found her, and my friend who had been lied to, taken in by the person who took her, something happened. I never used to be afraid of cliffs. I never used to have any problem with heights at all. No, I can't stand them.
Did you fall, Rags?
His hands kind of just grip. Maybe. I don't think I want to remember.
Okay. Whatever happened must be something traumatic, so I'm not gonna pry, but would you like a hug? And he just kind of opens up his arms.
Roderick is still kind of just holding his hands really tight, then he just lets them go and slowly nods.
Mirag, it's gonna be okay. We'll figure this out.
When I got older, I started to... And as he kind of just leans over and picks Ursa up, suddenly his skin is dark again, his pupils are gone, the scar along his arm is there. And it flicked back as he straightened up. I think, Kai was just telling me that it was part of the curse curse of darkness that I'd gotten when I'd fallen through the door to help me not freak out.
But you don't know if Kai was telling the truth?
I wasn't telling me the truth.
Oh, Rags, I'm so sorry. And he just kind of hugs more gently, like more securely around Roderick.
What's Nom doing?
You know, Nom Nom has been going through a journey. Just, you know, this and that. You know, just he was doing sort of like prayer hands and then like thinking and then like just like holding his hands in front of his face, and his tail had been kind of like swishing back and forth, but it's kind of wrapped around one of his legs now. And he's quiet a little, like through listening, and and then, you know, it's just like, uh, funny. Yeah. It's really like you're still you, as you as any you could be. And you know, I'm kind of in the same boat as Ursa. If you don't want us to push, not gonna push. It's not our, you know, our kettle of fish. But now, if you do ever want to go finding answers, I you know, it's kind of the wow, similarities between people and, finding stuff out that you didn't know before and, yeah, I, 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 like, my opinion of you hasn't changed, if that helps any. You're just one of those really oddball, real kind who comes with a really dramatic backstory and doesn't like turtles.
It hasn't, even though I've been lying.
I mean, I kind of lied to you earlier, and, people lie to each other all the time, especially with really personal stuff. It's just, life is like that.
Plus,
No?
you don't gotta tell us everything. Not telling us about something doesn't mean you lied.
And it doesn't change your character. Like not storybook character, but like you are someone who wanted Ursa to give me a hug in the forest, and you didn't want us being scared, and you were super paranoid about keeping everyone safe, and then you were really nice to the kid. You're not a bad person.
Ursa's just nodding as Knom is speaking. Plus, I don't think Kai would stick around if you were a bad person, cause they may be a bit of a shit, but they like you. See, pronunciation is hard.
Kind of walks over and pats Roderick's shoulder and is just like, I just think you're neat.
There is a soft knock on the door. Can I come in?
Knom steps in front of Roderick, between Roderick and the door. Roderick still doesn't look human.
Roderick's going to immediately look human.
Ursa just kind of gently pats Roderick on the cheek.
So, can I? They're taking a long
Yeah.
time. Oh, okay.
Yeah, you can come in.
And you guys see the kid, and they're really short. You notice this is a dwarven kid. And
Pointy.
they're walking alongside, just like he has his hands in his back, and just wanted to say thank you. So the little I don't know what it's a tune. They told me I can give you guys these here, and the kid just starts shoving each of you guys something, and just shoves there. It's just like thank you.
You're welcome,
Like,
kiddo.
yeah. And and he then goes to like gives each of you guys like a hug really quick, and then stops and he gives you a hug and just like stands back, just like thank you, Pegnex. Bye. And he just walks away.
Bursts into laughter.
And Knom, you get a brooch. That is a black rose.
Oh, pretty.
Roderick, you get just a blank earring. And Ursa, you get a medallion.
Ursa just kind of squints at it, and then he just kind of also sits there and's like, when the knight wasn't being rude to like he just kind of like looks at it and it's just like you know what all right, okay, he just kind of accepts it. This might as well happen.
You guys see from the corner of the door just the poking head of the other person that basically commissioned you guys to help out, just like peeking in. Doesn't say anything, just looking in.
Ursa
Hello there.
gives them a thumbs up.
I hope that this is okay. You can go if you want, or if anything at all. Thank you a lot. I have they kind of like pull out a book that seems to have like a blank cover into it. And only has like a sun and a moon on the corners of it. I have the book. I'm gonna repair it a bit and see what the kid kept bugging me about putting pages in or something about that, writing things in. So I'm gonna try and fix that. This is not really my work, but I kind of taught the person who made this. But yeah. Thank you.
It was a delight. Now let's go.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, you guys are free to go, and that's the end of this game. Ta-da! You guys reached the end!
It was so good, Soto.
It was.
Ah.
It was.
Yes.
Thank you everybody for watching. I hope you all had a time, and oh boy, we almost reached the 4-hour mark. Oops.
Fine.
Thank you everybody for watching. Everybody say bye.
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 Bye.